Welcome to the Marble Sports Worldwide Podcast, where we discuss and analyze your favorite marble sports. From JMR Marble League to I'll Go Do tournaments, we'll make sure you never miss the action. All marble sports, all the time, right here on the MSW Podcast.
Hello, Marble Sports fans. Welcome to the Marble Sports Worldwide Podcast. I'm Brendan.
I'm Commander Wolf.
And I'm Wolves.
And
Spice it up the
three
intro there.
Musketeers are here. The three Marbleteers are
That's
here.
such a good candy bar. I just want to put that out there. That is a top tier candy
That
bar.
actually is. It's an underrated candy bar.
Oh, the Three Musketeers? Yes.
Yeah.
It's just Is it? It's not the. It's just Three Musketeers.
Oh, it's the
Okay,
Three
we could
Musketeers.
agree on something. That's good.
Yeah, like
That's
is.
probably one of my favorite candies of all time.
Yeah,
No,
we will
not
never
gonna lie.
agree on marble teams, but we will agree on candy bars. Like, cause that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just something about like the coating, chocolate coating, and you bite in, it's a nice moussey.
It's got some nougat
Chocolate.
in it, too.
I swear to God, somebody's going to
Yeah,
be
a
like,
little bit
I
of
like Necco wafers. I'm gonna kill that person.
Necco wafers? Like cat wafers?
I don't know what they're called. I think, yeah, it's Necco wafers, right?
I don't know. Like,
I don't fuck-
You mean Nilla wafers?
Nilla? No.
Like
those,
the
that's,
vanilla ones?
no, but like
There
there's,
are a lot of...
there's
there
this
are
like
several
old
wafers.
cough
Nabisco?
medicine tasting like Necco wafers. Look it up. They tasted horrible. They tasted like candy. I'm probably
Chips
saying it
Ahoy?
wrong. Chips Ahoy? No.
Chips
Oreo.
Ahoy? What?
At what context is that a wafer? It was so bad. They looked like these like colored discs. Coke? No. I don't.
Anyways,
I don't know.
we get the
Whatever.
point here, guys. Those wafers aren't good, but Musketeers are. That is like definitely underrated candy because I think people like.
If we could get sponsored by them, that'd be neat. That's our next goal.
No. We don't talk about this.
Quick,
But
cut it
actually,
out.
that'd be sick. No, but they would be a sponsor by Mars, not a sponsor by Musketeers.
Nah, just Musketeers.
But you can, they're made.
I think
by
that's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works. You can't call up Mars and be like, "Hey guys, I want to get sponsored by y'all, but just by the part of you that makes the Musketeers bar. We don't want the Snickers, we don't want the M&Ms, you know."
You just like call up
can you-
M&Ms.
yeah, make a commercial for Musketeers because the M&Ms one is too mainstream.
M&Ms? What did
They
you
make
just say?
M&Ms, bro.
M&Ms.
M&M, Mars makes M&Ms as well.
Okay, I
Too
thought
mainstream.
Brendan said M&Ms.
M&Ms.
M&Ms. This
Chocolate
intro, man.
candies from Yemen,
Yemen.
which is a country, by the way.
It is a country. Good
That
job.
Yeah, it's
only
right
eats
next to
M&Ms.
Saudi Arabia, and oh man, I always thought that country's name was funny. Just Yemen, like yeah man, and oh man,
Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said.
dude,
Young man.
this is so
Countries
funny. Like
are
like when they sat down to
conversation.
come up with country names, like who was like, you know what, dude, let's name our country Oh Man. 'Cause
I
that
bet it
will
means
never-
something in whatever their native language is, because you
Yeah,
don't just
I
like name a country without context.
Oman, Yaman. I don't know how they sound.
This
over there.
intro is a mess. Okay, let's get back on track because
Anyway,
we're gonna be
we're
here
also
forever.
Alright.
talk about things
Marbles.
that roll and are also glass.
Yes, marbles,
Crystal
We have
balls.
This week we actually have Fubeca's marble circuits to talk about since last time there wasn't a video, and we also have,
just-
of course, Marbula 1.
It just
yes.
cracks me up every time we say few Beccas, like saying few Beccas, like
Fubeca.
few Becca is
There's
like
only a few
possessive
Beccas.
noun. Because few Becca means marble in Portuguese, so we
Yes.
have marble circuits to talk about.
No, we should just call it
gets me
Marbles
every time.
Fubeca circuits. Just like switch it up.
No, honestly, it's kind of a funny play on words, because marble fubica sounds kind of cool to say, but then like people who actually know the whole like lore would be
Like
like, "Oh my
bilingual?
God, I'm saying marble." It's like a little joke there. Just
Yeah.
like how
It's a
gel
secret.
has like 50 different pronunciations.
But
Oh, yeah.
there's there's only one correct pronunciation. That's yella.
Yeah,
I
I,
don't agree
say
with that.
I say Jella though. Like my whole life, I've always said
Jella?
Well,
Jella.
that's 51.
Jella.
That's really. there's so many,
Do-
but I'll like.
Yeah, but like
I'm glad I don't have any friends that like watch it because like
I'm
they
glad I
correct
don't
me
have any
every time.
friends. That's just randomly what I'm gonna say now.
Okay, but if I did have friends who watched it, I do indeed have friends, or hopefully I do. I don't know, but if they watched it, they'd correct me every time, and I'd learn quickly. But I just say
Well, see,
Jell-O.
here's the thing. Like,
I know it's
yeah,
wrong.
like for gel, like it is.
Just call it gel.
Getting to my point, for gel or yelle, like I feel there's two correct pronunciations because there's the correct one for his name for where he lives is yelle, but the correct one based on grammar, how Americans use it, would be gel. So, it's kind of like how things are pronounced differently through different countries, but they're still all right, kind of thing.
That makes sense.
I feel like saying gel in America is the same thing as saying yella in the Netherlands. But if gel doesn't like it, then you just have.
I understand your point. Yeah, because there's British English and American English, and those differ from time to time.
Well, that's not really. I don't think that's actually how that works. Like, just because it doesn't. It's still spelled the same, so I don't see why you would pronounce it differently.
This is still the intro, right? We should talk about this at the main part.
Oh my god, it's still the intro, guys. Anyway, I hope
Yes.
Johnny Marble is
All right.
alive and ready to give you the news because we're about to go to him right now, Johnny.
Hello, Marble Sports fans! I am Johnny Marble, and as always, I'm bringing you that sweet, sweet news for MSW. Let's get right into it. So race number 4 of Marbula 1, the Hive Drive Grand Prix, has concluded, and it was quite an exciting race. Pulsar from Team Galactic snagged first place, followed by Rapidly from the Savage Speeders in second, and Waspy from the Midnight Wisps in third. Waspy, though, nearly fell off the conveyor belt early in the race, but was fortunately able to grab back on and continue it. And while they may have missed out on the podium, Smoggy from the Hazers had an incredible final lap as they zoomed right past Yellup from Mellow Yellow into 4th place. And as a result, they set the fastest lap time and managed to gain an extra point. And finally, Team Momo has secured some points. It has been a tough season for Team Momo, but Mimo finally started to turn things around. And with half of Marbula 1 over, they'll need to keep it up if they want to have a hope of even making the podium in the overall standings. Another news though, Marble Fubeka has returned after a 1-week absence with race number 5 of the Marble Circuits, the Monaco Grand Prix, with several surprising results in it. Pink Pearl returned to the top of the podium this race, followed by an unlikely competitor, that being Fast Coupons in second, and Night Rivers taking third. Coupons has had an unlucky streak similar to that of Team Momo in the Marble League, as they had only performed well in the placement races before tanking in the main competition. But with this win, they're now out of last place, and have started to make their way towards the top, so best of luck to them from Johnny Marble. On the other side of the spectrum though, Black Pirates, one of the best racers, did very poorly, placing all the way back in 10th place after starting out in the front of the pole position. This performance was almost as unprecedented as Coupons, resulting in them dropping 2 places in the overall standing. The Marble Circuits are really starting to get shaken up, and we are left wondering what new and surprising twists lay ahead for it. But guys, I've been Johnny Marble, you've been the best fans in the world, let's take it back to the podcast.
Alright guys, welcome back from the news. I actually seriously can't think of anything besides saying alright guys, welcome back from the news to bring us back from the news. So if there's any other things I could say that you think would be more marbly or funny or whatever, just put them in the comments and I'll just start saying them.
You've said thank you, Johnny Marble, for your great news or whatever one time.
Thank you, Johnny Marble, for
That
your
one
great
time.
moves. But
What's with the accent?
first of all, I just want to apologize, guys, for first of all these 2 clowns who I'm podcasting with. They're always clowns.
Excuse me?
All right.
But besides that, I do want to apologize for episode 38, which is lacking our guest voice, which was not purposeful. We are not guestist. We love our guests, so that was a mistake, and we're going to get on that immediately, which means hopefully in the next few days.
How dare you, Brendan? Apology.
Which actually
video.
should be fixed by the time you hear this, because immediately for editing of podcasts is also hopefully in the next few days, which means this will be edited later in the week, blah, 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 blah. Y'all know the deal. But I'm sorry about that. Anyway, guys, we love to try to do whatever we can to make sure y'all's is happy marble people.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, we have a lot of fun marbles to discuss. We got the Fubeca marble circuits, and we got the JMR Marbula 1, which is
Very
they're
exciting.
both rolling along at about as fast as a glass marble can go.
How fast can a
Hey,
glass
man.
marble go? That's the question.
Oh my gosh, we talked about this one time. I think the terminal velocity of a
Now, if you
glass
talk
marble
about
is-
the angular momentum plus the translational momentum,
Ugh, I don't want to talk about maths right now.
okay, well then we can talk about theoretical momentum.
All right, I'm okay with that.
Think about it.
But yes,
If you name your team Savage Speeders, they have more theoretical momentum because they're named Savage Speeders. If you name your team Pinkies, then you're slower because, well, the Pinkies don't win.
that's superstition, but all right.
Okay, fine. But we should have picked a topic to talk about first. What should we talk about first, guys? There's so many possible things.
let's see here. Since we didn't get to talk about Fubeca last time, why don't we talk about Fubeca?
Yeah. By the way, guys, if you're listening to this, which there are people who listen to this,
Surprisingly.
you can help direct the podcast. Oh, by the way, there's a guy who emailed in with a bunch of cool thoughts. I'm sorry out there if I was supposed to read that in episode 38, but I saw your email. I'm going to go get it right now, actually. I'm sorry. On podcast,
right.
This is the kind of podcast we do. On podcast, I'll just start talking about me pulling on my email. Sebastian Osborne. Oh, crap. Should I have said his name? I don't know.
No,
Sorry.
probably not.
If you didn't like that comment, then we'll take it out. There's not enough people listen to this that will.
But he won't. But at that point, it'll already be in public.
But
Brendan,
then,
We can ask him before we post it.
Well, yeah. Anyway,
ask before
so
you
actually, his name's not even Sebastian Osborne. Anyway,
okay.
His Discord username, which is okay to say, is Black Boy Kenny. So wrap your head around that one, everybody.
That's much better
Um,
than his real name. I would have much rather had you
That's
just
much better.
stuck with the
Oh,
real
yeah.
name.
Oh yeah, Black Boy Kenny. You are indeed much better. Okay, so anyways, he talked about. He said
Something.
a bunch of things about the Marbula 1 teams. No, he said like ML. Wait, ML.
What was he
I think
trying to
he's talking about
convey?
Marble League?
Like his opinions, or like he wants
Oh,
to
he's
like
talking about
add
Marble
stuff?
League. So we'll get to these later because
All right.
I think he put stuff about Marble League. So we'll talk about those later. Just remind me later in the episode. But yeah, guys, if you guys want to, kind of a progression of topics, a kind of a stuff we should focus on, because, we could focus on a lot of different aspects of the races, like because we've been very recently focusing more on track design. What makes good marble sports has been a huge theme in the last 5 episodes. You would agree, Waff? We've been focusing a lot on that.
Yeah, we have.
There's
Yeah,
been a large
'cause we've been-
generalization of it.
Coming off that whole crazy Fubica copying drama, which we won't bring up again, or Waff will fire me, even though I'm his boss.
He'll riot.
And
One person riot.
coming off the fact that we got a new type of marble sport this year with the marble circuits, Marbula 1 type of sport. We've been kind of delving a lot into, are these track designs good? What would make a good track design? Is marble circuit type stuff even a good idea? That kind of stuff. And we've been kind of pulling a little bit away from actual analysis of, how each marble has been performing in the races, because it's the analysis is a little more, straightforward and less dynamic than, like Marble League. But if you want us to focus more on the actual marbles and how they're doing, as opposed to track design, things like that, then, you guys comment. I mean, you guys can direct the podcast by commenting, so do that.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about theoretical kinds of things. Let's pull ourselves back into the real game right now.
Yeah, or practical, actual stuff. Yeah.
Practicality rolling. Sorry, I always have to connect it to marbles. Anyways,
if it's not connected to marbles, you can't say it.
Yeah, it's true. Because this is the Marble Sports Worldwide podcast. But we should probably delve in first to we'll delve into Fubica first. I think that they had some cool things with their track that I want to mention, but also some problems that happened during that race that were very, very kind of upsetting to some fans in the comments and things like that. I don't know. Did you guys both see the recent Fubica circuit? It was the Monaco circuit, race 5.
I did see that.
Did. Yes, I didn't see the comments though, so I wasn't sure. I didn't realize people were upset about things. So, to me, the race looked the best it had. Like the mixing of different track types was really great.
Oh, I loved the
variety.
Yeah, I enjoyed the different track types. So it added a good mix because like usually if it's just one straight track, it's especially hard for other marbles to like pass each other and have a lot of swaps in the lead. But I really like the track ideas because there's wider tracks, there's narrow tracks. There's a lot more opportunities for the marbles to really like seek out their lead.
Yes,
absolutely. And go ahead, Wuff.
As I was saying, like the starting gate, as some of our live chat also pointed out, like it's wider, so there's so there's less bouncing around near the end. And while that did result in some really great finishes at points, it also did kind of feel a little cheap. So having a wider starting gate does help to I guess mitigate sudden loss of momentum.
It's very practical.
Just was yawned there.
Yeah, got a yawn there.
Dude, yeah, I agree. And I love the wide track. I think he did a little bit more with some straightaways. Wow, I'm reading in the live chat that someone's basketball hoop just fell in their mom's car. And all I can say to you, man, is, that's why you should play marbles instead. And other sports are just a little bit dangerous.
You got to play it safe with marbles.
Going around.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you got to play it safe with marbles.
But yeah, play with marbles. They're a lot more safe.
Yeah, just moral of the story. Let's talk about Fubica. Anyways, so he had a more straightaways in his track. That's what I really liked about it because often, like he kind of would have a lot more curves in his track. And while it looks cool from the outside, it kind of gets a difficult time because the marbles are always like banging into the curves. But he had some straightaways. There were a couple cool overtakes because of that. And he had the tunnel, which was really cool. I mean, it was interesting to kind of that different view and kind of like, oh my god, they're out of view for a second. What's going to happen? And a couple of interesting points with the narrow track part and the S curve that they had. But the one negative that more indirectly was commented on, and also I thought was a bad execution, was the big drop at the beginning of the track. And I actually really like the big drop part where it kind of was like a good 6 inches of drop. It was a speedy drop for the marbles, and I think it should be worked into most tracks because it kind of gives a speed boost, and there's a lot of chaos that could occur through that. At the beginning of the track, it's very, very dangerous, especially the way it was set up, where what happened was the marbles were released, and then about one track length later, or as I do in the commentary, 20 marble lengths later, I just kind of estimate it, because with a steep drop came, it dropped down, and then went right into a curve. And what happened was, in the starting gate, the marble in the pole position kind of completely lost the pole position because they all went down the drop. Then they gained so much speed, they went right up onto the side of that girder that was on the side of the curve, and all the placements changed crazily. And listen, I am fine with that steep drop being in front of a curve in any other part of the track, but my problem with it was the point of the qualifiers. It kind of like disregarded and what's the word? Kind of X'd out, canceled out the whole qualifiers because Black Pirate did all that work, got the pole position, and immediately, just by some random chance and chaos, went up under the side of the wall because of that fast drop at the beginning, lost the pole position, is already in 7th place immediately. And that bothered some people to comment. They were like, what? Black Pirate losing it already? And they kind of said it more in the sense of, hey, Black Pirate's fault. But no, that was track design because, the pole position is supposed to have the advantage. That's the point of it. You're supposed to do good in the qualifiers. Now look, I can start the race with an advantage. It was like, no, we're going to design this track, and it takes away that advantage. So That was my only concern, and I would like to see the drop kind of halfway through the track, maybe with a little bit more of a straightaway afterwards. So it's kind of like you still have that addition of speed or something, but you don't cut into the you don't actually mess with the advantage of the pole sitter and things like that, especially at the beginning.
Wow.
I mean,
that was a good point of view.
Yeah, I'll let Wolves go first.
Oh, I wasn't going to talk a lot, but yeah, I definitely agree with Brendan, especially with Park, because yeah, totally disregards the amount of how the pole position starts, because Black Pirate did especially good job, because a lot of marbles seem to be getting ahead of him at the start, and that kind of like especially hurt his way of moving throughout the race. And I can see why people would be upset at that, because Black Pirate is a pretty decent favorite among the fans, so it's kind of upsetting to see such a good marble put all in that effort and then just lose it immediately. I see in a lot of real sports, like in F1, they don't put an immediate turn because it can especially cause in crashes. But in this case, it totally messes up the pole position, because what's the point of the entire qualifiers?
Exactly. Did he cut out for a sec?
Yeah, he did cut out for me as well.
I don't know if he cut out or if he just stopped talking suddenly.
Oh no, I kept talking. But there was like a 2-second pause where he didn't talk.
Anyway, exactly then. But yeah, like I agree with that. Waff, you had a point on that as well?
I would say like I do get your point. Like, and I think it probably should have been put in a different spot. But as we saw later in the race, if I remember correctly, Black Pirate kind of stumbled towards at other points and cost itself its own position. So ultimately, while Black Pirate got cheated a little bit early, Black Pirate still lost a lot of positions because of their own mistakes later on. So it's not like they might have placed higher, but I don't know if they would have won.
You mean Black Pirate? I mean,
Black
Pirate is not a bad racer. He's proven himself in many qualifiers. But I'm saying he would have. It would have been a different race. And Pink Pearl, for all the way back from 12th place.
That was amazing.
From 12th place, moved up to 4th in the first third of that race, and that is a problem. That's not normal. All right, and you could say, "Oh, Pink Pearl's amazing," right? But no, because take. And I can prove to you that it's not like that. Like, take JMR's recent race. I'll connect the two. Look at me. Hive Drive. Billy, the Green Duck, started low, and Billy's a great racer. He performed very well in the previous race in Circuit 2 of the Marbula 1, or Race 2. I don't know how they call them. But, he started in the back, and he never made a jump to the front. So it's not like, if a marble's a good racer, even if they start in the back, they're going to make it in the front. Always, no. Pink Pearl, in the first third of the lap, goes from 12th to 4th. That just doesn't make sense. And when you look at it, it's a huge, just almost like a wave, like coming from the ocean of marbles, just flew up onto the side there. All these placements were stratified, as I said in the commentary. I love saying the word stratified. I sound like smart. But all these placements are stratified. All of a sudden, Pink Pearl jumps up just by random chance. Black Pirate loses the position. A couple other marbles lose the position. So now, I mean, to me, it was very unfair. And you just roll with it. But live chat stratified. Kaysen, you have a knack for. Wow, that's great. That's great. Okay,
that's great.
That really
that's great.
You think of the things that nobody else would think of. Anyways, and yeah, so to me that was just wow, I'm stuck on that stratified. Great. How did I even think of that? But that was unfair. So they need to watch out for that. Fairness in track is when it comes to Marbula circuits, or I'll just call them Marbula circuits if I'm talking about both of them. Is very, very important, because you want. The point, they dedicate a whole video to qualifiers, a whole boring, usually, video to qualifiers. Let's not neglect and cancel out and almost, can't disregard the whole qualifiers by making the first bit 100% random chance, and all of a sudden 12th place is all the way up in the first, and the pole sitter has no chance anymore. I just think they need to be careful about that. So, JMR hasn't really had too much of that problem yet, but and you could argue that this was not too much of a problem, but I think it was a little bit unfair.
Exactly. They especially, I totally agree. They dedicate a whole video. I'm usually just extremely energetic for the entire week, just waiting for that one qualifier video, especially in JMR. And every day, I don't know the upload schedule of Fubec and Marble runs, but when they do come out, I'm excited. Thursday and Saturday. I am excited to see. That's JMR, right? Yeah, that's JMR. But for Beck,
JMR is Saturday, Sunday.
What did you say?
I said Thursday, Say.
Oh, I thought you said Sunday, Saturday. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Swapped it. But I wait an entire week just to see that one qualifiers video. So until JMR makes the same mistake or does a problem where that's happening, I'll be fine. But with Fubeca's Marble runs, when it does do on Thursday and Saturday, what was I going to talk about? He messed me up. Oh yeah. So yeah, I agree. It should
because you got stuck on the dates.
I got stuck on the date. Oh no, I forgot. All right.
Momentum.
I'm gonna hand it over to Waff until I remember.
Great handoff, no. Waff. You take it from here.
All right. Well,
Waff takes it from here.
Something else that I want to talk about is fast coupons. It was really great.
Fast coupons.
I
like coupons.
Fast coupons.
Fast coupons.
Fast. I did not say. I didn't. Oh my.
That's any old person's favorite marble.
Look at how fast those coupons are, man. They are saving money so quick.
All right.
Sorry.
Their expiration date comes very early.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, those coupons are going fast, man. You better catch them before they get to the lap 10.
We just totally took Waff's misstep, totally out of proportion.
I didn't even say coupons. I said coupons.
You said coupons, but then it went for me. You have to understand my brain. And I heard coupons. I was like, coupons? What? And I was like, oh, coupons, and then coupons, and then
Brendan's
coupons.
Mind
that's hilarious.
Makes very distinct relations that can be extremely useful at times, but at other times like this,
mind can travel
I don't know.
The world in half a second, and not learn anything.
I saw this meme. It was like, I'm doing 1 million calculations all at once, and I don't know the answer to any of them.
Exactly. Actually, that's a great analogy to ADD. Isn't that how they work? It's pretty much they're doing so many things.
ADD is attention deficit. Wait, no, attention deficient.
I live
deficit.
that, Wolves.
I only know ADHD, which is attention deficient hyperactivity disorder, which is what I have. But I don't know what this what ADD means. But I think it just means you can't pay attention. And now that I'm listening to Brendan, you probably make really weird relations. Yeah, you can. Like, I can't pay attention because I'm just hyperactive. But I also can't pay attention because why would you do that when you can do other things?
I don't know.
Why listen to the teacher when you could draw in class? Yeah, that's why I played with marbles instead. That was me in elementary school.
I like marbles. Dude, I always liked to watch marbles when I was young, like go down the little marble things and like watch things spin. Like I was always into that.
It's very satisfying.
Yeah, and I was like, oh wow, marble sports, I gotta watch this, and now I am doing this. So, anyways,
Waff
back to Waff's point.
So he doesn't get us.
Fast coupon. Anyway, what did you have to say about fast coupons?
I was just gonna say that it was really impressive to see an underdog finally do well. Like, because fast coupons had a lot of issues in previous races. They did good in the qualifiers, like placing high in the pole position, setting good lap times, but they never performed well in the race. And so to see them get third was really impressive. And like, I'm actually kind of rooting for them now. I'm not gonna lie. And so it was really cool to see.
Yeah, actually, I agree, and I think after two of the qualifiers, it was 1 and 2. I think it was 1 and 2 or 2 and 3 or something like that. They placed first in them, and they were always placed high in the qualifiers. They are a fast marble, and what I loved, and I mentioned it in the commentary. I don't know why I mentioned the commentary. I mean, you're not going to go cross-check me during the episodes, but I remember saying, like, oh, wow, look at Fast Coupons finally making a breakaway into the top two out of the bundle of marbles there, actually going to have a chance to show his speed, because I think one of the difficulties, and you notice it in both, in the Marbula circuits, both Marbula 1 and Marble circuits, I'll have to explain that one for a while, that you kind of get into this stuck sort of place. I mean, you'll see this even in San Marble Rally. You get into this stuck area between places 5 and like 12 of like just this bundle of marbles all just existing there. And then if you get past 5, you get to kind of break away and be fast up there. And if you're below 12, well then you just kind of go for a stroll at that point.
No one pays attention to you.
Yeah, it is crazy.
The camera just pans away from them like we don't care about them. Just leave them back there.
There's no attention given.
You get left
even when
behind.
They do that camera pan thing where they stop to let, and you see like 1st through 10th all go through. Once they get to like 13th of that, they're like, yeah, we're not waiting for Night Rivers or Team Momo to get through. I mean,
they can't, like, 'cause they have to focus on like the most.
They have to
important
focus
part,
on
which is
the actual good racers. Yeah.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. Actually, Night Rivers did quite well. I
was about to say that.
Night Rivers
did not see the race.
I commented.
He commented on the race.
But anyway, yeah, fast coupons. Like when he finally broke away from that bundle, as I mentioned, he actually did show speed, and he didn't catch up to Pink Pearl because Pink Pearl kind of had that momentums. He did do well. He held second well. He beat out Sparky. He beat out Night Rivers. And Night Rivers was able to sneak in for that 3rd place around Sea Turtle, who actually played around 3rd for quite a while.
Yeah, he got ahead of Sea Turtle, which was very surprising. Sea Turtle is a very good favorite, especially in the first race. It was doing okay, but then it did amazing. And since then, it's had a really good start. And it was surprising me how Pink Pearl was able to just shoot past all of them just like that. And I don't know if that was because of the slope that went down at the first part. I don't know if that was just because of the momentum that you explained earlier, but I don't know why specifically that happens. Do you think weight might come into play there? Because I don't know. Sea Turtle keeps winning, so it's surprising for Pink Pearl to just come out of nowhere.
Well, I think that Pink Pearl is if you remember correctly, Pink Pearl won the first race. So Pink Pearl's a good competitor, so I think they just got their...
it won the first race, but then Sea Turtle totally took the show away from them, which that must have probably hurt their feelings. But they came back in this race.
But at the same time, Pink Pearl is clearly the second best just based on total points as well as a first place position. So it's not surprising that
Pink Pearl has won 3 races and Sea Turtles has won 2. It's been 5 marble circuits. So, I mean, granted, yeah, Pink Pearl has won more. The thing is that Pink Pearl in the 2 she did not win had some pretty low performances. That's why Sea Turtle, if you look at the overall standing, Sea Turtle is up on her by a couple of points still because of that.
Yeah, Sea Turtle,
you notice, Sea Turtle either wins or gets like in the top 5 somewhere. So,
Sea Turtle is consistent, but for Pink Pearl, it's either like all in or like not able to do it at all, which is why I think it's a big part with, even though they're both especially very good competitors, Sea Turtle can be brought out of proportion and just like totally overrated between Pink Pearl, which is also such a great competitor. So for them to get another win at this race will hopefully bring up their status to match Sea Turtle in terms of like popularity.
Yeah.
Anyways,
to wrap up the
marble
circuits discussion for now, so we can dive head first or
into marbles,
glass sphere first into Marbula 1 as well, and I will end with some predictions here and some hot takes on who we think will continue to succeed, because I think Fubic is doing 12 marble circuits, more than JMR's 8 Marbula 1s, so I called them Marbula 1s. 8 Marbula 1s. 8 Marbulas? I don't know.
you gotta make sure you're good with that plural form right there.
Yeah, Marbulas. 8 Marbulas, guys. It's either a Marbula or a marble circuit.
How much is a Marbula worth?
Marbula 8. Anyways, so I'll go first for hot take predictions. I think we should have eyes on Night Rivers, because after a few rough races, he got 4th in race 4, 3rd in race 5. He is performing well as a competitor right now, and once he gets up in the top, he's part of the top. All right, I think of course we should have eyes on Sea Turtle and Pink Pearl, who continue to kind of lead that battle for first place, but you never know. And I think that we have not seen the last of Sparky. I always see him up there, diving up into third place for a couple of seconds and then sinking back away. But he's up there often, and diving up there often is Black Pirate as well. So I would say keep your eyes on Night Rivers, keep your eyes on Sparky. Don't forget about Black Pirate and Loose Wheel, and of course you got your two that are really battling up there. As for the rest of them, they have kind of been very mediocre. Mamonas, I thought we were going to see more of, not so much. Peppers as well, not so much. So those are my hot takes. Night Rivers, Sparky, keep your eyes on them. What about you guys?
I don't have a lot of hot
yeah,
takes right now, but I do want to focus on fast coupons because I like rooting for the underdog. Because if you look at movies, the underdog always wins. So I'm going for the quickly expired coupons to start winning because if he seems
quickly expiring coupons.
My God,
because he's down there right now. But I think to me he's making a name for himself because like you recognize him. Yeah. He's not one of the best competitors.
It's like a 25% discount at least.
At least 25. Like come on, guys. Yeah. And if you root for him, you get free coupons as well.
You know
but
what? No one would
I think he'll slowly make his way up there. I do think that I don't know if he'll be able to pass Pink Pearl and Sea Turtle, especially Night Rivers, which is another competitor that's quickly going up the ranks and is especially becoming popular. But I don't know. The underdog fast coupons is definitely something that I'm rooting for.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking at him too. I mean, buy one get one free. He might even be in the next race, right?
Gosh.
I mean, like you know, a BOGO right there, BOGO coupon.
He's not even like racing anymore. He's just this big advertisement that's like rolling along.
Yeah.
For like any company.
I mean, he's not even. He's like a ball bearing. But I mean,
he is a sponsored ball bearing.
Dude, what if I work that into the commentary? Like, hey, and we got fast coupons up there in second place again. It looks like we got a buy one get one free.
If you start calling him fast coupons after the race, he's gonna like find you in the parking lot and
that would
beat
be
the shit out of you.
Funny. Who, Fubica?
No, fast coupons.
fast coupons.
It's coupons. Oh my God.
The marble roleplay. Sorry. Ha, Kaysen, I don't know where you got those emojis, but that's funny. He has like a fast little marble and then like a ticket, which is supposed to be a coupon, but we get the idea. Maybe it is.
It's not exact, so I won't approve of it.
A raspberry.
Yeah.
But remember, 25% off. All right, enough of that. Let's dive into JMR
off your next
Marbula
race.
Let's get into Marbula 1
yeah,
right
we can roll. Come on, guys, roll right into Marbula 1.
We can step into Marbula 1 as marbles.
Yeah. Wow, that really kind of wasn't as smooth. But you know what, guys? We can raspberry
It's not about
race
being smooth.
right. We can also roho roll into Marbula 1.
He has a list of these. I swear to God, Brendan has like a Google Doc
we can
of
also
all of these.
thunderbolt
Okay,
into Marbula 1. We can also snowball into Marbula 1.
Somebody's gonna make like a trash limers emoji, but with your marble instead. If you don't stop.
That's rude. That's rude. My marble is not a limer at all. We can also.
It's not a limer yet.
Ranger into.
We can
Savage
God.
Speed into Marbula 1. Get it? Savage Speed into Marbula 1, huh? Get it? See? Savage Speed.
This is just getting sad, Brendan. This is not even clever anymore.
There's got to be some other ones. We can.
Brendan, it's time to stop. It's time to stop.
This is an intervention,
Frank, please
Brendan.
save us.
You have to stop making marble jokes.
We can Oceanics.
No! Wait, what would that even refer to? We can
Oceans. We can wave into Marbula. We can tie.
Has your list run out? Brendan's list has run out. He's nothing left.
Yeah. Well, there's only so many teams with the illusion.
With the illusion?
We can have a primary experience and get right into.
Oh God! I'm going to stab myself in the eye.
We can move over.
Father, which art in heaven, please save me from this hell.
Yeah, we can. We could team Yatagura Suit. No, that doesn't make sense. No one knows about that team yet because Marble Champions doesn't start yet. Yeah. Oh, if I would use some Marble Champions names, we could Strawberry Slide.
As much as I want
into
Brendan
1.
to stop, I want to see how far he'll go
We could,
because I know Brendan's not going to stop to anything.
we could hashtag
Me and
Lime
Waff
Timer away into
don't
a great
matter to
time
him.
of
See the
Marbula
light
1.
in the sky and the sea.
Calls me.
You know when Mr. Waff starts singing songs that I don't recognize,
all I know.
that it must be a bad time.
I don't know what, but I want me and Waff to have a karaoke
Oh, we
battle.
can, we can mango into Marbula 1. It's a Marble Champions team, by the way.
I just hear like glass breaking on the floor from
Okay, wait,
Waff.
comments, guys. Hey, comments. People who are listening to this mess of a marble, comment other ones. What kind of
Don't feed Brendan new ideas. I swear to God.
feed me new ideas.
Don't.
Well, at midnight we could wisp our way into Marbula 1.
You better sleep with one eye open tonight.
I'll sleep with maybe I'll
We
just
know
not
you
sleep,
live.
but,
We know where you live, Brendan.
but no, you don't actually.
Your SoundCloud
Where do
tells
I
you
live
the
then?
state.
Damn it!
New Jersey.
I was so dumb to like click on that too. Whatever, you know what?
We know what
There's so
state
many
you live
people
in.
New
You're
Jersey.
done.
Yeah, most people don't even know where New Jersey is.
I know, it's on the East Coast. I actually might visit
Yeah,
it because
no,
I'm going on a
that's-
trip there soon. Unless
wow.
the coronavirus
Oh, you have to. Where are you going
spreads.
in New Jersey?
I'm not completely sure because I know we're going to Pennsylvania through like Washington. We're going to Washington D.C., which isn't even a state. I don't know why I'm listing it. I know we're going to Virginia.
Yeah, you should come say hi. We could talk about marbles. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have an idea.
My family's there. It's
could
like,
play
hi,
mini
this
golf,
is
I
the
don't know."
nerd. Remember him?
Your family's a Hornets fan?
What? No.
Oh, we could sting our way into Marbula 1.
That made no sense.
I'm going to
That made
sting
no
you,
sense.
Brendan.
We could Bumblebee talking about Marbula 1.
For the past like 3 to 4 minutes, it's been full of Brendan making jokes and me and Waff making death threats towards him.
I like that one. Bumblebee talking about it. Like to be.
I won't Bumblebee
Verb to be.
talking about it anymore.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
Wait, I'm
what
missing
would you
some
do
big
for a
names,
drunken
though.
sailor in the morning?
Okay, the best way to end this, I'm going to start off with a question of Marbula 1. One,
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get distracted. Then
okay,
with my ADD.
the host curse, which is something that I'm seeing, where in
yeah.
a lot of the
I think Greg Wood
qualifiers,
mentioned it.
marbles that are hosting the Marbula 1 track are doing surprisingly bad despite them having full access to it beforehand when they're actually going to be racing. So what do you think is contributing to that? Is it like an outside factor?
okay,
Is
let
it
me-
just like them being super nervous because it's their fans mainly? So what do you think's going on?
Let me give two answers to this question.
I only need
Okay,
one.
let me give the realistic human world answer backed up with Vsauce video type probability analysis.
it's just
if you watch
irony.
Vsauce for long enough.
That's
you'll-
my bad
you'll-
irony.
You'll learn about all this crap. And then I'll give the Marble World answer. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The human factual answer is there is no host cursed. The randomization is just working out in our favor, or the curse's favor right now. Just as if you flip a coin, it's 50-50 on average, but there'll be sometimes you'll flip heads.
Usually
6
it's
times in a
actually
row,
tails
okay?
because the heads is a little bit heavier.
Don't even start with that. Okay, don't start with that garbage.
What?
I'm not.
That's
I'm
mean.
Literally, if you want to be server muted.
Don't hurt my
keep
feelings,
talking
Brendan.
about the-
I actually have a nickel with me right now.
Nickels land on their side one in every 6,000 times. So actually, why don't you flip it 6,000 times? See if you can get it to land on its side while we talk here.
I'm gonna have a busy Saturday.
Busy Saturday. Anyways, but so yeah, the human answer is no. It's like flipping a coin and getting the head 6 times in a row. It's working out right now. There will probably be a time down a year from now when we forget about the host curse. Well, all of a sudden the hosts are all getting 5th place. There's a bunch of times where it's not like 1st place. Where if it's oh my god, a host curse reverse, which cool.
Host
rhyme, by the
curse
way.
reverse.
But it's also not like a host curse either, so it's kind of just chilling. Or it might go outliery, where you get 12th and then 5th and then 4th and 3rd and then 8th and you know what I'm saying? So I mean, right now it just happens to be working out because think about the stats in this situation. People consider, and not all of them, some people consider the Hornets 7th place finish as a not a host curse situation.
I do.
But but like a lot of people consider the Hornets finishing in 7th place out of the 16 as another example of the host curse. So think about it. If let's say we consider that means there's only 6 positions in which the host curse is not considered to exist, and then wait, 16 minus 7 is.
Come on, Brendan.
16 minus 6
is
10.
is
10
9.
positions. No. 6 and 10. So 10 positions are considered host curse worthy. 6 positions are not. Probability is that marble is not going to live up to not going to beat the curse. In addition to that, consider the fact that the only way to break the curse not the only way, but like the most likely way to break the curse is to get a good time in the qualifiers. That is dependent on it, since pole sitters or people who start within the top 5 often perform much better or stay towards the top. So the thing here that we have to understand is that if you look at the marbles who are racing, the first 4 Marbulas, you see, okay, first of all, Savage Speeders, that was like a weird outlier with their singular time. But then we have O-Rangers, who are not known to be the fastest of marbles. They're just a bandwagon team. You had...
that hurt my feelings as well.
Hornets, who are kind of like... They're a newer team, so they're not expected to be the fastest. There's... Wolves. Who is the second team? Oh, Motorway. I mean, they're not fast either. So I mean, like, we have teams that are probably not going to get big places in the qualifiers. We had the Savage Speeders outlier placing in the qualifiers. So now we have a bunch of marbles who are starting not even towards the top of the standing positions, and definitely not pole sitters. And then we're wondering why they're in the bottom 10, which is like the 2/3%. Of course, the host curse is going to be very likely to appear. That's the human answer. In the marble answer, we can say this. The marbles are getting, stressed out by the fact that it's their own course and they have to live up to the performance. And oftentimes, because they're at their own course and they're hosting, they kind of, they're getting a little unfocused, kind of looking to see if they can it's kind of like when you're trying to impress somebody, you're like looking at the reaction while you're doing the act, and that actually makes you mess up. So, you talk about if you talk about marble roleplay answer, that's the answer to that. They're doing that. And so it's kind of like because think about how unforgiving Marbula 1 is. Marbula 1, it's not like, oh, I'm distracted, drop back 1 place, and that's it. No, if you're distracted and you drop back 1 place, the exponential effect is kind of like a multiplier. You drop back 1 place, expect that to result in dropping back a few more, because you drop back 1, then you get pulled into, you're going to get pulled into this bundle of marbles in that middle pack area, as I discussed before. You're going to get all jumbled around in there, and all of a sudden you're down in 10th, and you don't even know what the hell happened, and you're still looking over because you want to see the reaction of the people that you're trying to impress because you're hosting. So that would be both side to that argument. It's a great question. I love the host curse question, but I do want to give my kind of full diagnostic great word
good word
on thanks Waff.
I didn't say that.
Waff and Wolves,
thanks, Waff.
He gets mixed up.
You said you said my name, but it's not. But I didn't say the compliment. I didn't say anything for the past 5 minutes.
You said good word.
Yes.
Oh, what? Oh, my God, guys. I can't believe I'm getting you all confused. Listen, guys, I'm so sorry, man.
Brendan, I have a question.
We can't assume gender. Yeah, go ahead. You can ask me. Go ahead.
So I really like your analysis for the marble question, and you went really in depth, and that made me wonder, how many times have you experienced that feeling to know so much about it? Because you seem to know what you were talking about.
I'm trying
messing up under pressure.
I'm trying to diagnose whether this is a jab at my life or this is just a serious question of my expertise.
You can take it either way.
A serious inquiry regarding my expertise, just to try to throw a lot of extra words there. Anyway, I would say that when I was younger, because I'm realistic about
marble flashback.
I love psychology. I really do love studying why does this happen? Why do people do this? Think about what actually is happening and why it's happening. I love that kind of stuff. And so over watching a lot of videos and stuff, I realized I just remember times when I was younger, and I remember every time I would do something really cool and be able to reproduce it a few times. I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool! How did I do that? I'd be like, oh my god, guys, look at this, or like, hey mom, look at this when I was really young, and then or like, hey guys, friends,
Look at this tech deck flip I can do.
Look at this. And yeah, look at this crazy thing I can do.
Look at this grind.
I completely whiff on it, and I'm like, what's going on? I just did it like 50 times, and that's the thing. That's what happens when you're like. I mean, that's like in some respect, you're hosting your own situation there. You're like now trying to impress other people. So that happens, and like I see it similarly now. I mean, I'm less trying to impress other people really because I'm kind of over that
nerd.
Burning desire. But I notice when I do things in front of other people, like even something as simple as like playing a game by myself, but then playing a game on stream, or playing a game when someone is watching, even if I don't really care that they're watching, you just kind of get that whole like, oh man, I don't want to fail a bunch of times and stuff. So as soon as something even remotely reeking of accountability kind of sneaks up, you end up your brain starts thinking a little bit more, and I'm telling you guys, this is the best advice I can give you as far as playing games and sports and stuff. As soon as your brain starts thinking about something you already know how to do very well, you're going to do worse every time. Every single time. There is not a time where that is not true. All right? And it works it definitely is true in sports. As soon, like baseball especially, because it's such a slow game. I'm going to talk about any sport. As soon as you start thinking, you will play worse. Okay, you will. All right? Maybe you might be a strong enough person where your playing worse is not too noticeable, but you are. You will play worse because you're using some energy to think. And so you got to just clear your head, and with gaming as well. So, and what I'm saying is, if you want to give this answer in the Marble role play kind of answer, think about it. Every host is thinking a little. I hit my pop filter. Sorry. Every host is thinking a little bit more than they were if they were like a Savage Speeders competing at the Momoto way. I mean, who cares about the Momoto way, right? Sorry, Waff. The Savage Speeders don't give a crap about the Momoto way, because it's not their stadium. They don't care about that team. They don't care about their fans. They're just racing along, having fun, doing their thing. But like in the Savage Speedway, they're like, oh my god, Savage Speedway. There's all these Savage Speeder Marble females out there watching me, so I gotta do better. And it just even that thought makes them worse. All right, so that's my diagnostic in this situation. So it's always fun to think about this stuff.
That natural selection process of a marble is, oh my god, I'm racing against all these other people, and look at those cute lady marbles in the stands, so I'm not going to get nervous.
Oh my god. And they're Savage Speeders.
This would be kind of cringe, though.
Cringe, though.
Anyways, let's get. I want to say something since I haven't talked for it.
Yeah, as much as I want to go sidetrack with all this and talk about a bunch of dumb stuff that's been going through my head, I want to hear Waff's standpoint to my question.
What was the question? Because I've been out of the loop for like the past few minutes. You guys been just like left me in the dust.
I wouldn't blame you. So, do you believe in the host curse, and like, why do you think some people might believe in it? Why do you think it might happen? Brendan gave his answer in like realistic standpoint with humans and a marble standpoint in like the marble world.
I really unpacked and diagnosed
personally
the situation.
I would say that the curse was lifted by the Hornets, if I'm being honest. Like, I feel like it was a good enough performance to show that. Like, and the Rangers didn't do too bad either, I think, on their race, right? They got 10th, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it's just because, for me, the Savage Speeders did so bad on their qualifiers, it totally, like, started that total conspiracy up. And now everything that's not, like, a top 5 for marbles on their own track, it seems like a curse, when really, to me, if you do better than, like, 8 or up on your own track, then the curse doesn't apply to you. Then you're fine. But especially with the Savage Speeders, right. I think that's what started it.
I mean, I would go as far to say, is in my opinion, in my humble Marbula opinion,
so humble.
If you, as a marble, do better than 11th, you are not under the host curse. And the reason I say this is because think about how the host curse is framed. It's framed, and this is another point of the whole thing. In reality, the whole host curse thing is just a gimmick. It's a whole, and the fact that Greg Woods is now mentioning it is now the JMR wisely probably taking advantage of this gimmick that doesn't even exist. Because think about it. The host curse frames the race to be especially when it started way back in with Marble League and the Oceanics and stuff. It was more justified there because the Oceanics literally got last and like sucked.
No, for the Marble Olympics and Marble League, I think it was the third place curse.
Yeah, some stupid curse there. Host, I don't know.
Yeah, the hazers are in line to get the curse right now.
The way the host curse is framed in people's minds, it's like, oh my god, this is the host race. This is the race hosted by this team. I'm subconsciously expecting this team to get top 5 because it's their course. And then people forget it because they're getting so into it that really it's just like any other course. It's just randomized kind of. So then people are like, oh my god, they didn't even finish in top 5. They got 10th, host curse. As opposed to if you actually just take it, if you take the bias away from it, you take the framing away from it. In all honesty, a host curse would only mean that the host Marble host team is consistently getting like bottom 4 every time. Then it would be like real host curse. But the way it's being framed right now, even people think the Hornets getting 7th place is a host curse. I would go as far as to say that even getting 11th place is not really a host curse. So, because middle of the pack isn't a curse, but like getting consistently like 15th and 14th, all the hosts, that to me would be a real curse. But like it's kind of just how it's framed, how it's looked at. The expectations are risen, the randomization still exists, and it's turning in the host curse favor. So now 9th is seeming like a huge deal. That's how I see this right now.
I still don't hear Walt's take.
I think like I think there wasn't a whole lot of evidence to it to begin with, because like, well, as much as I hate to admit it, Momo hasn't been doing good in Marbula 1, so them doing bad in their race, so even them doing the bad unexpected. Okay, anyway, yes, so even them doing bad in their race, like, doesn't prove that the curse existed, because like that's just consistent for them, unfortunately, right now. So I wouldn't say there's a host curse currently in Marbula 1. I think that but I guess if there is I guess for a reason for why some of the competitors do bad, like you're right, like there's like that pressure of like, it's my home field, like I gotta do good, and so for some competitors, like that's motivation. For others, that can be to a detriment. So it all depends on the competitors and like what their mindset is.
I agree.
All right. Yeah, I think we're tipping into an hour right now. So should we start the trivia segment, or should we focus on one more question?
Actually, wow, we're at 48. About 49 here. So yeah, we should probably roll in. But yeah, we did stray into the host curse talk, and I think the talk is great. And I get, I kind of went on a little bit, rambled on, kind of rolled on a little bit there.
You rolled on a bit.
Snowballed away with the topic a little bit. I kind of, moved through a bunch of different statements about the topic. I kind of savage speeded through a lot of different host curse topics. Sorry.
I'm going to...
I kind of raspberry raced the stop. Shit! I don't know. Shit.
Jesus, take me back, please.
Oh my god.
Please take me back.
You're such a limer.
Where you came from? Okay. Anyways, I'm such a hashtag. I'm having a hashtag lime time. I'm having a hashtag. No, I'm having a good hashtag lime time.
A good.
So in other words, a trash time.
Yeah. You know what? I should mute you for that.
Hey, you're the one who's doing the bad puns. You're gonna make me suffer. I'm gonna make a...
Waff is just like out here.
I did ramble on for that, but first of all, I mean, it's a good topic, and comment your thoughts below. This is the third time I've asked y'all to comment because y'all listen weekly and say nothing, which is kind of weird.
And y'all like to say y'all a lot, but
y'all.
I'd like to say y'all a lot as well. So. I can't point you out.
We should, before we move on to the trivia, we should give our little hot takes and predictions for the future.
Wait, you had some notes from some person to talk about.
No, they mentioned Marble League. I think we'll save that for.
Oh,
if we get to
Marble
the
Lee.
trivia
I thought
yeah.
that was Marbula 1. My bad.
Yeah, he gave some
Oh.
things about that. So we'll mention them if we get to the trivia quick. So if not, dude, if you're out there, I will read your email. Like, I'm not going to forget about it.
Don't forget
it will
about
happen
it.
at some point, and it will happen tonight if we get to the trivia. So, for as far as predictions go for Marbula 1 in the next race, obviously we saw Pulsar do great, but remember the Marble team switch up. And, I mean, like, we could dive into analysis about Pulsar and his last kind of dive at the front there, which is really impressive.
Oh shoot! I forgot about the, Smoggy from the Hazers. Like they came in clutch, taking that 4th place spot
Yeah.
from Yellup.
Yeah. Oh, which was unfortunate. There was a lot. There were a
The
couple
last
little lead
last
changes up
lap,
there.
Smoggy
And,
just took that like really quickly, because like I was surprised
Absolutely
with that.
bolted.
I don't want to be biased just because
Yeah,
I'm a
and-
slight Hazers fan, but I thought he was Smoggy was probably going to get
Slight
5th.
Hazers fan. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I love
and
Hazers.
Nemo got points.
I have a-
Nemo got points for the Team Momo.
Yeah, that was a huge deal. I think even Greg Woods was like, "Oh my God, Momo now has 2 points."
Momo has points now.
Yeah.
Just completely forgot
it's
this.
like-
stuff, dude.
I think if you want to identify the ability for those lead changes, the big one was Pulsar definitely, and Hazers a little bit, and a couple of interesting place changes between the Savage Speeders and the Midnight Wisps. The big culprit of that came from the speed boost in the Hive, they called it, which was just Gravitrax. But like if you look at the video, so many place changes happened because one marble kind of got stuck a little bit on the hexagons in the Gravitrax area. The other marble took the speed boost in the middle, and it was a huge place change. That's where a bunch of them came. That was and the reason that happened, as opposed to a speed boost anywhere else in the track, is because not taking the speed boost there often resulted in hitting off the side, and the Gravitrax hexagons hitting off the side actually causes a problem. So when I know I kind of made fun of the speed boost in other times because in all honesty, guys, in the regular track, the speed boosts do like literal 0.01 difference. So, I mean, objectively, that's true. So, I was kind of just like, whatever, we're just putting arrows in the track. But in the Hive situation, not hitting the speed boost often meant ramming right into the hexagons. That's a huge loss of speed and stuff. And even if you just clip off of them, you lose some speed. And then people who take that speed boost right down the middle gain a bunch of speed, especially since the Gravitrax platforming is different. I mean, that is a good example of a well-placed speed boost, and that's where, if you look back at the race, that's where most of your lead changes came from. So why don't you guys speak to that and start off with your predictions, and then we'll get into the
Okay,
trivia.
we need to do this quickly. I dozed off for a bit.
That's,
Great work. You like a Momoto?
I was so focused on like, oh my god, trivia, that I didn't want it to like overdo it. But we are doing. I'm not sure because I do think that there is a definite like set of marbles who are like doing pretty well, like the Savage Speeders. Rangers did a pretty good run this time. They kind of lost a little bit during the middle
they
parts.
did. They kind of
I think Smoggy and like Hazy are going to do pretty well, and they're going to stay in that like steady stream. They might do a little bit worse later on because it'd be pretty cool and pretty rare if they were able to stay in the top 5 every time, but they might lose it a little bit along the way. Next we have the Green Ducks are doing their track, so who knows? Maybe the host curse will work on them. Maybe it won't. Maybe they'll actually do good this time. So
the host curse.
the host curse.
I gotta be honest. I am very unimpressed with the name of the Green Ducks track. Greenstone.
Right
me,
now-
I mean, unless there's some weird reference to some Formula One track, it just to me is awful.
Right now, I think I'm
would've
focused
loved
on the
to
Green
see-
Ducks team right now. I think they might do pretty well.
Yeah. No, but the name of the track with the Green Ducks is Greenstone, and cause especially coming off my idea last week, which was Aqueduct, which is like aqueduct, but aqueduct, get it? Green Ducks.
If you said it, now they can't use it.
but
Yeah.
Aqueduct isn't actually a right name of a track or something like that, though.
No, but like you could call it Aqueduct and then
I
kind of give a little
I
bit
understand.
of architecture
It's a
to
clever
it.
name, but
No,
it doesn't.
you could.
It's not a racing name, though.
Really? And
Super fast
I mean,
aqueduct.
I know, but it kind of could be, and it would work. I mean, Greenstone. I mean,
Green
find the
screen.
racing in that one, right? Greenstone, just like Green Duck. I mean, it's just those things exist and they're green.
I
now.
do think that they could have been
So,
a little
I
bit
mean-
more creative, but what can you do with the color green? It's like a kid's soccer team.
Aqueduct,
You have to have a
duck.
color and then
Oh
some
my-
sort of like object. That was every soccer team.
Green and aqueduct just go together, like
No,
a.
but duck and aqueduct.
Like pickles and
Aqueduct
peanut
would have been a
butter.
beautiful name. Have a part of the track where you have some architecture. That would have been cool. I would have been behind. I would have been rolling. I would have been Rojo rolling right. So I'm gonna work these in a lot now. I'm gonna work these in a lot now. I would have been Rojo rolling a lot behind that. All
my
the
God.
way.
Let's get on to the trivia
Oh,
segment.
when Marble Champion,
Jeez.
Champion starts, that's going to be doubled by 20 more teams. I'm going to be Rocky rounding my way towards the trivia.
You're going to lose
No,
a finger
okay.
tonight.
Brendan,
But-
stop. Bad.
No,
Bad?
anyway, guys, finish
No.
finish your hot takes on the next
Stop.
race.
Bad, Brendan. All right, let's get into the
we'll get on
trivia
to trivia.
segment. I don't want this to take too long for you guys to hear, so let's just get right into it. Brendan, do you have a question to start us off?
So, Mr.
Oh,
Wolf, you don't
are
want to give predictions,
we
so-
doing trivia?
Yeah.
We were going to, but I thought we were going to finish the predictions real quick.
Nah.
For the race, the Greenstone.
For the next race? Okay.
we were gonna give
yeah.
predictions,
Green
but then Brendan went off about
I think Green Ducks will do
Greenstone.
good. I think Green Ducks will do good. I think Snowballs have been a bit on my radar, so I think they'll do good. Momo, unfortunately, will probably continue to be bad. I hate that, but that's just how it's gonna be. And I guess Savage Speeders will be speeding. They be speeding.
They be speedins. I think we're gonna see, in brutal honesty, I think we're gonna see good performances from the Limers again because they were quiet this last race, but they'll be back up this time. We're gonna see performances from the Midnight Wisps, absolutely. I don't think there's any question right now. They've been very good for most of the season. I think we're gonna see performances. We're not gonna see performances from Team Galactic because the other one, the one that's not Pulsar, is not doing as good. And I think we'll see maybe a little bit of like around 5th place type of battle from Mellow Yellow and O Rangers, who always seem to be in just below that that top spot, kind of just existing there. You see them solid colors kind of rolling through. So that'd be my predictions. Anyway, here we go, guys. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Now it's time for the trivia segment. Come on now, let's go.
It's time for the trivia segment. Credit to WAF there for a great rendition of S-Man's artistry on the lyrics.
I
lyrics,
loved it.
Lyrics.
It was amazing.
I loved it too.
And for our
Credit to
listeners,
Encore,
live listeners,
Encore.
it should be, yeah, it should be edited in to be better. Or
It should be, but it's kind of funny to just play it through my iPad every time.
well, we'll let
And,
JM take care of that.
James like gonna be like, screw it, and like not put it in, so it's just gonna be the recording.
Screw it, it's funny. You can leave it.
I'm going to try my hardest to make this as professional as possible. All right, you know what? I want to make this thing good. I took some time. I recorded that. I downloaded the music. I made
It
the
sounded
thing.
good,
I
yeah.
want to make it a thing. Anyways, we're almost at an hour. Let's just do the trivia. I'll go first, so I can
Go.
go.
Dun,
Go.
Oh my gosh, Brendan. All right.
Oh my god.
Anyways, okay. It's been a while since we've done one of these questions. So, how many turns were in the Hive Drive?
I'm gonna say
I
10.
think 9.
10.
And you, Brendan?
9.
All right. So, and I think we can wait for a chat. The answer is 10.
Oh,
Good job. This is the
Brendan was
fastest trivia
really
segment we've
close.
ever done.
All right.
I was just pretty close on 9, but I guess 10 just is a one number bigger.
All right. I can do a question. So in the track Hive Drive during that race, how many lead changes were there?
Ooh, I would say 37.
Lead
Lead
changes.
changes. So like first place.
No. Lead changes. I thought you meant top 5 changes. No, not
Okay.
37. I'm gonna say. Ooh, there was a bunch though. I'm gonna go with 14.
14 lead changes. This is first place.
I
Brendan.
want to.
Time for the trivia.
I want to say 6.
All right. The answer has the live chat given their answers?
They don't matter.
Who cares? Who cares?
Sorry,
the answer
no, they
is
do.
4.
But they're not.
4 lean changes.
4. Really? Only 4?
Yes.
I thought it was a bunch because Greg Woods was getting like.
He
ecstatic
made
out
everything
there.
extremely hype. But
Oh, you would go. Yes, Piney. You were gonna say 4, but now after he said the
Congratulations,
answer,
Piney.
right?
Piney is the honorary winner of that question. Good job.
Yeah.
Applause.
Pine time. Oh my God, pine time with the tree. The tree.
Pine time.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Wait, can
Pine
we?
time.
Can we emerald our way into the next question?
Brendan, do you want to
Alright.
have a bad time?
Waff has become
I wanna
such a
I wanna have a
psychopath this
pine
video.
time.
This
Like
podcast.
how the Lavania plays in the background.
I'm gonna put that on right now. No, I'm kidding.
You have the credit for that, S-Man. Like, I mean, Waff sings it, you wrote it, and we give you credit. By the way, if to give credit to our intro writer, he has a Instagram called marble.leagues.facts, and it's very good. He gives facts about marbles.leagues and also other marble stuff, and it's very fun because you kind of get to see some really interesting facts sometimes that you would never have even conceived in your own uncreative mind. So just go check him out.
Cool. There's
He'll
so
do
many
it for
facts.
you.
This is pretty neat.
Oh,
the
in your
brain
brain
meats.
meats, yes. So you can roll your way over. Sorry, I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, our S-Man is like, is kind of, is going to say, like, yeah, S-Man, you may not have written it, but you did make these, you came up with the idea, so take credit for that,
Listen,
all right?
I played both of them last week, and no one really gave an opinion on which one was better. So,
Well, I mean, that episode did have the issue with,
oh crap, yeah.
yeah, so a lot of people probably
friend that
didn't
listened
listen to that one because we
Probably
didn't have the
get
audio
there.
right.
People were like, why is there all this silence? But yeah, like we got to make the decision on that. And you conceived it, Waff sung it, so I mean that's kind of fair to both people. You know, so I mean, marble.league.facts, everybody. Let's get on to the last question here. But from S-Man, by the way, he always sends me one. What non-obvious thing, parenthesis, marbles / team names / player names, parenthesis, appears in every M1 poster? I'm assuming it's not one of those
Wait,
things,
say it again.
S-Man, right?
Wait,
You're
say the question one more time.
Wait.
You cut out.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to have to do that. What non-obvious thing appears in every M1 poster?
So
Fudge.
marble.
I have a
obviously-
post. I have
yeah,
a. Okay, this is unfair for me because I have a Hazers poster like right next to me.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I feel like we've answered this question. I feel like we had the question before. No. That
was
about
the logo.
It was
Never
logos.
mind.
There's a bunch of answers. I'm
This
gonna
is
say
not
there's a
obvious.
marble, the Marbula 1 thing that's on it. There's always a
Wait,
traffic.
take a look at the
He
poster.
said-
Wait.
he
This
said
is such a
non-
confusing question. We should be able to. I think we should be able to take a look at the posters for like we'll give a time 30 seconds to look at the posters to conceive the answer. I think.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think that's fair because it's
Okay,
like
'cause I have a
so
poster
difficult
here.
to find. Wait, where
Ten
is
site.
what channel was that in?
Self-promotion.
Oh, okay.
10 seconds,
Alright, so-
and go.
No, 30. Go. I have to bring this computer up towards me. All
I'm
right.
just analyzing my poster. Don't mind me.
Oh, I might see. Oh wait, there's a bunch
It
of
has to be
things,
not
actually.
obvious, right?
There's a bunch of,
Obvious. There's a bunch of obvious things, but we can't say obvious things.
but there's so many things that could be considered not obvious.
The marbles are all on a terrain. They're all on some kind of biome that relates to them.
I could list a bunch of things I
Yeah,
see
there's
here.
Yeah, there's
Bunch.
There's all
Yeah,
marbles.
I'm gonna list them and see if this is the one. These are things because some of these are really too obvious. Like here, I'll just get going here. Like for example, both marbles are always in every poster, so both teammates are always in, and as well as both names of both teammates. The little Marbula 1 logo, the logo of the team, checkered borders on the sides of the posters are always there. But those seem like all pretty obvious things to me. Like I didn't even have to look long.
I'm gonna say there's always some
They-
kind of plant. That's my guess. There's always a plant.
a plant?
I don't know.
Plant. I don't see anyone in Team
I
Galactic.
don't see one on higher.
Okay,
on the
but
Hornets
Team
either.
Galactic has the
Hype
Earth
drive.
on it, doesn't it?
Now, oh man, I would say that the non-obvious thing would be like how their logo is always worked into it. That would be the most non-obvious because the Marbula 1 logo thing is always very clear, and obviously the player names and both marbles are very prominent in each picture. So that's hard to kind of say to be not obvious. I would go with the fact that the logo is worked into every poster somewhere
That
as the
seems
answer.
too,
But
that seems too obvious to me. But I got no better answers. So
Well, I'm gonna say
I'm
there's.
just gonna-
I'm gonna say that there's a checkered flag somewhere on the poster, not the checkers on the side, but like there's a checkered flag on the poster.
That could be a good guess, actually.
You know what? Sure,
Wolves?
sure.
Yeah.
I got
Wolves.
I got nothing else, honestly.
You know what I got? I got the answer right here. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Checkered flag pattern. Oh, that one was obvious on the sides of the posters. You're saying?
Oh, okay.
No,
Wait, the ones on the sides or the ones that are
Finish
just like
line.
on there?
No, he's the pattern. So the ones on the sides.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's.
No, what Wolf said. What Wolf said.
Oh.
So what you said, I guess.
Wow.
So let's go back to the self promotion.
so okay, so I guess I was.
I was not expecting
Oh,
that.
wow. Wait. Oh, yeah. If you look in every poster, they have some rendition of the checkered flag. Wait. Are you sure? Yeah, they do. Where's the Hornets one? Oh, the Hornets. Oh, my God. The Hornets one is worked in the hexagon.
I was not expecting that.
The balls of chaos. Ooh, is there ones in balls of chaos? I'm trying to find that one.
Pat of the back to me.
Look at the balls of chaos one. I can't find that one. Obviously, one in mellow yellow, in green ducks, on the gliders, in midnight wisps, very clear, in thunderbolts. Yes. Yeah, the only one I can't really see is the chaos one. Balls of chaos. Oh no, on the rockets, I think. Yeah, that is very good. Yeah, that is very.
Wow.
That's a little bit more advanced. So I would say that's a great question. And we'll
I
end on that,
like that
guys. Go
question
buy a
because-
poster from JMR. We'll do some advertising for them, even though they don't
I like that
care
question because I
too
got it
much
right.
about us. Anyway, that's going to be all for today, guys. Hopefully, some of our predictions are going to come true.
Don't forget the
and I'm going to
outro.
start trying to. Oh, sorry, guys. See, this is how the podcast goes. But it's time for the trivia to end.
That was the trivia segment. Now let's head back to the show. The show. Oh,
I love that part of
Woff needs to hit that
anyways, we are
high
back
note, so he's just like
the
yelling
trivia
into
segment.
the mic.
Yeah, and we're gonna get out of here. But we're gonna raspberry race our way out of here. I'm gonna be working those in a lot now.
See,
I'm
Woff,
gonna
you
be
can hit that
working
high
in-
note. You don't have to yell.
I'm going to be working in the JMR team names as well as the eventual Marble Champions team
God.
names. I'll even do some of them now. We could strawberry slide our way out of here. Hey, man. And
Oh my God, I can't do it.
we will snowball our way through this week and see you next time for a good hashtag Lime Time.
No.
Roll on,
That's the
Marble
end of the
sports
show.
fans.